let it go, I know. I was there when you did it. I watched you make the decision, quietly, privately, with no announcement and no ceremony, to stop praying for that thing. To stop believing for it, to take it off the altar and put it somewhere in the back of your heart, where you would not have to keep feeling the ache of hoping for something that did not seem to be coming. You told yourself it was peace. You told yourself you were releasing it to me, and some of that was true. But underneath the release was also something else, something you may not have fully named even to yourself. It was not just surrender, it was grief. The grief of someone who kept showing up at a door and finally decided the door was not going to open. I understand that grief. I am not here to make you feel ashamed of it, but I need you to hear something that I have been waiting for the right moment to say. I never let it go. While you were grieving it, I was still holding it. While you were learning to live without expecting it, I was still working on it. While you quietly removed it from your active prayers and filed it under things that did not work out, I kept it. Every word you ever prayed about that thing is still in my hands. Not archived, not closed, active, and today I am telling you, it is not over. I want to tell you what happened to that prayer after you let it go. It did not disappear. Prayer does not work that way. When you bring something to me, genuinely, with the full weight of your heart, it does not dissolve when you stop repeating it. It stays. It enters into something I am building that is larger than any single moment of asking. After you released it, I took it deeper. I took it into the part of my work that happens in places you cannot see, on timelines you cannot track, through means that are not visible from where you are standing. I began doing things around that prayer that your letting go of it actually made possible, because some of what I needed to do required you to stop straining toward it so I could move freely around it. Your release, even the grief-soaked kind, even the one that was as much exhaustion as faith, opened space. And I used that space, what I have been building around that prayer while you have been learning to live without it, is more complex and more complete than what you were asking for in the early days. You were asking for the thing. I have been building the fullness, the context, the timing, the surrounding circumstances, the version of you capable of receiving it and carrying it well. None of that was wasted time. All of it was construction, and the construction is reaching completion. I am not telling you to immediately begin praying for it again with the same intensity you had before. I am telling you to open your hands. Let me show you what I have been holding. Let me show you what has been happening while you were healing from the hoping. Now I want to speak to the specific thing, the one that just came to your mind when I said the words, the prayer you gave up on. Because something shifted in you when I said those words, something recognized itself in them. Something that had been quietly sitting in the back of your heart leaned forward. That recognition is not accidental. That is me confirming, yes, this word is about that thing. Yes, that is what I have been holding. Yes, that is what is still in motion. I know you are not sure whether to hope again. I know that part of you wants to, that there is still a living ember of desire for it, that it did not die completely, only went quiet. But I also know that hoping again feels dangerous, because hope that does not arrive becomes a wound. And you have already carried the wound of this particular hope once. You are not sure you can survive carrying it again if it goes the same way. So let me say this carefully, and I need you to receive it carefully. What I am speaking over your life today is not an invitation to return to straining. It is not a call to grip the thing tightly again and brace yourself for either receiving it or being broken by not receiving it. That is not the posture I am asking for. What I am asking is simpler. I am asking you to let the ember stay lit, to stop covering it, to stop managing it into the smallest possible flame so it will hurt less if it goes out. Let it breathe. Let it be what it is. A real desire placed in you by me, for something that I designed for your life. Let it exist without apology and without the armor of, I've made peace with not having it. You have not fully made peace with not having it. And that is all right, because you are not supposed to. That thing was placed in you for a reason. The longing is not a flaw. The longing is a compass. Type still believing in the comments right now. Even if it is small, even if the belief is more ember than flame right now. Type it as an act of honest faith, not the kind that performs certainty, the kind that simply refuses to fully extinguish. Type it now. Let me tell you why it has not arrived yet. The silent why that lives in the gap between what you prayed for and what has come. It has not arrived because the fullness of what I am preparing requires pieces that were not yet in place. Not because I forgot, not because it was denied, because I am building something that must be entered correctly or it will not hold. The version that would have arrived early would have been the right shape but the wrong season, and the wrong season produces fragile things. I do not build fragile things for you. What is coming has been built to match who you have become through the waiting, not who you were when you first started asking. That matters. The fit is becoming right. There is also something I must name directly. Some of the delay has been protective. There were people, circumstances, and conditions around that prayer that were not safe for what I was sending. I held it back to protect the very thing you were waiting for. As those surrounding things have shifted, the holding back has been releasing. The release is happening now. Before the final blessing, I want to speak to the weariness. The repeated hoping, the repeated adjusting of expectations, the energy of keeping faith alive across a season longer than you expected, it has cost you. You are tired in a specific way, not the kind sleep fixes, the kind that comes from sustained invisible effort, from the labor of continuing to believe when belief felt more like work than rest. I am not asking you to generate more effort. I am not asking you to pray harder or push through with resources you do not have. I am asking you to receive. Receiving does not require strength. It requires openness, letting the hands unclench, stopping the managing and the controlling, and simply holding your hands open. Whatever you have, I receive it. However it comes, I receive it, that is all. Just open hands, and into open hands, I pour what has been prepared. Receive this blessing now. I speak over that prayer, the one you quietly let go of, the one that has been sitting in the back of your heart, trying not to take up too much space. It is still alive. It was never closed. It was never denied. It has been held by hands that do not tire, tended by love that does not forget, worked on by a God who does not abandon what he started. I speak over your weariness. Rest now. The labor of keeping the faith alive through the long season, I honor it. It was not wasted, but you do not have to keep working to sustain what I am now bringing to fullness. The sustaining is mine. Your part now is to receive. I speak revival over the ember. What became small in you through the long waiting, the hope, the desire, the expectation that good things are possible for your life, I breathe on it now. Not to push you back into straining, but to let it be what it was always meant to be, a steady, warm, unextinguished knowing that what I have spoken over your life will come to pass. I speak timing over what has been waiting. The season of holding back is ending. What has been accumulating behind the dam is beginning to flow. What I have been protecting and preparing and positioning is entering its moment of delivery. Watch for the first signs. They will be small, but they will be unmistakable. The first movement of water through the crack, and I speak identity over you one final time. You are not someone whose prayers go unanswered. You are someone whose prayers are answered in fullness, in wisdom, in the right time, which is always better than the fast time. The evidence of my faithfulness in your life is not the speed of the answer. It is the quality of what I build when I take my time. I never gave up on what you prayed for, and I am not about to start now. Receive it. Open your hands. Let what has been prepared arrive. Type still in your hands, Lord, in the comments. That is your declaration, your acknowledgement that what you let go of, I never did. Let heaven hear it. Type it now, like this message. Share it with someone whose prayer you know has gone quiet. Someone who let go of something and needs to know it is still being held. Subscribe so you do not miss the next word prepared for this season. What you prayed for is not lost. It is not late. It is not forgotten. It has been in my hands the whole time. In Jesus' mighty name, Amen, Amen, Amen.